What is border color property? Border color property represents CSS property that we use to set color of the border. Color of the border can be set like RGB value, like hexadecimal value, like cell value, or like predefined CSS color. With border color CSS property, we can set color for complete border that goes around our HTML element, or we can set it for just specific side of our border. Okay, let's see some examples. So for this part, I have already prepared simple HTML document structure. Our HTML document has head and body, and inside of body we have just simple paragraph, and inside of head we have just title for our HTML document. I save this document like index.html on the desktop. So this is our index page, so let's open it. And this is how our web page looks like for now. So first thing that we want to do, inside of head element, let's define style block with style start and style end tag. So now inside of our style block, let's define styles for our body. Basically, first thing I want to select our paragraph 1. So let's use ID P1. So we will create ID selector. As we know, ID selector always starts with a hash sign. And let's set P1. So with this selector, we'll select our paragraph 1. Let's define the declaration block. So now let's define border color CSS property. And like a property value, let's set orange for now. So let's save this change. Let's go back in our web browser and let's refresh it. Okay, basically we have applied our color for border, but nothing has happened. Let's analyze our page. Let's click on right click and let's go on inspect. So now on the right hand side, we can see structure of our HTML document. Let's expand head and let's expand body. Inside of head, we can see styles that we have defined. And this is our paragraph that we have. So let's click on it. Down here, you can see our P1 ID selector with border color CSS property and property value orange. So basically we have our property here, but we cannot see it. Well, the reason for this is actually very simple. To apply border color CSS property, you cannot use it on its own. You need to first define border style CSS property. So let's do that. Like a property value, we can use solid. Okay, so you can see now we have our orange border. So please remember, if we want to apply border color CSS property, you need to define border style property first. Now we need to apply this style inside of our HTML document, because currently we have this just inside of our web browser. So first time when you refresh web browser, that property will be lost because we don't have it inside of our HTML document. So let's define it inside of our HTML document. So let's set it here. Okay, as we said, it's gonna be solid. Let's align this and let's save the change. So let's go back in our browser. When we refresh it, now we can see our border in orange color. Okay. Also, instead of predefined CSS color that we currently have, we can use, for example, RGB value colors. So let's set something like RGB. 240, 25, and 45. So let's save this. Let's go back in our web browser. Let's refresh it. So now we have applied our new border color, but like RGB value color. Okay. For some fine tunings, you can always click directly in this color here, and palette of color will be opened. So currently we have values that we have entered inside of our HTML document, but you can use any other color. For example, you can find a new color with new values, including alpha channel. And for any color that you like, for example, let's choose this color, you can copy values for your new color. You can do it from here. So let's copy it. And you can easily replace your current values with the new values. Please don't forget to add commas in between of your values. Let's save these. Let's go back in our web browser and let's refresh it. So as you can see, our new border color has been applied for our border. Also, instead of RGB value, you can use hexadecimal values. For example, let's set something like this. This is gonna be some fine yellow color for our border. So let's refresh it. Now we have set our border color like hexadecimal value. And if you prefer more, you can use even ADCL values. So let's set something like 120. For saturation, let's set 100%. And for lightness, 50%. Let's save this. Let's go back in our web browser. And this is how you can use ADCL values for your border color. Okay, so this is basically how you can use border color CSS property to set color of your border.
Thanks for watching this tutorial, and I hope this was helpful to you. If you like our work, please become our Patreon or simply donate or PayPal. Please remember, even little from you means a lot for us. You can follow us on our Twitter and Instagram profiles, and please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, because on our YouTube channel, knowledge is waiting for you.